Hi guys, welcome to my channel Vig Says Creates. Thank you for visiting with me today. Today we are going to be making this gorgeous card. So it's a fancy card. It's a bench card, and it's using this brand new release from Paper Discovery, Vintage High Street, where you can create a range of different shop scenes. So I have created this one for my mum. So if you want to see how I made it, then come on a little journey with me and we'll see. So, as I said, I am going to be making a Mother's Day card today using one of the new releases from Paper Discovery by Olga Direktorenko. Her new release is Vintage High Street, and this is the main master die set, which gives you the element to cut the actual card base, and then two other elements, elements to make like a bench and a front, so for the inside of a shop. And then there's different, basically you can turn this shop into lots of different things. She's got 3 different sets, I believe. So the one that I've chosen was the Haberdashery shop. I think she's also got a flower shop, a hardware store, and a tea and cake shop, but I really liked this Haberdashery one, so I bought the main die set and the die and stamp set for the Haberdashery shop, because obviously I'm crafty, so I like craft things, and my mum also is very crafty and loves her sewing. So I thought I just fell in love with this die set, and I really liked the fact that with this set you've got the template to make this shape of card, this sort of box card, which you'll see in a minute, which, you know, can be used alone without any of the other dies, so it's really versatile basically. So what I've gone ahead and done is I've used these 3 main dies, which are here. So this is the die set which makes a card that will fit into, so it's 5 inches tall. So I've cut out that piece, and it gives you the fold lines as well, the score lines, and these 2. Now, I use my Gemini machine, and initially I just used it with the 2 plates, but I found some of the edges were a bit fluffy because I've used very heavyweight cardstock. I've used 350 GSM cardstock, so to cut the other 2, I use the magnetic shim, so it cut it easier. So that's just a little tip depending on what card weight you're using. I probably didn't have to use 350 GSM, but I just wanted it to be as strong as possible. So it's got clear instructions on the back of how to create the bench fold. So you do a valley fold on the largest die here, and then you do a mountain fold, so the opposite way around on the outer line. And then the same with the other side. So this is going to be my mum's Mother's Day card. So basically it gives you that, and then there's so many different ways of using it. You can actually make like the outside of the shop, because it's given a door and window dies and a little sort of hanging sign that you would see outside of a shop, and then or you can sort of have it as when you're already inside the shop, and then you see things that you would see inside the shop, like a mannequin, a sewing machine, and things like that. So I'm going to go for the indoor version. And depending on which version you're going for would depend on which whether you need one or two of these elements or not. So because I'm going for indoors, I will be using all three of them. So the second one says the smallest die, these are mounting folds like that, and these go inside here. So that's where they'll go. And then this part, take third die cut and mounting fold the smaller panel. So if you imagine, that gives you like the front of the shop, and then this bit goes over that to make it into like a proper storefront, and then you can put things on the front of here. So and then you lift up, you don't glue this down, so it ends up folding flat. Take that out for a second. It ends up folding flat and fitting into a 5x7 envelope, which I just think is fantastic. It's an ingenious design, and I can see me getting a lot of use out of this. So that's the basics, which I wanted to show you first. So I need to assemble that, but then what I need to do before I assemble it really is to figure out which other elements I'm going to use. So like, I really like this haberdashery sign, so I mean that I might have that up here. And I really like this handmade with love sign, and both of these have got dies that cut them out. So I thought I might have like handmade with love here, welcome up here. In the main set there are shelves, so I was thinking I could have some shelves with some little items on them. I know I definitely want the sewing machine on there. I definitely want a mannequin. So basically I'm going to figure out what I want and go and stamp and cut them out, and then I'll be back with the next part of the video. So see you in a mo. So I'm a little bit further along now, guys. I've chosen the dies that I want to use, and put them all over here so that I can die cut them in a minute. And I've also chosen some paper. So this is like the wallpaper for the shop, which is from this pack, Pastel Chic from Craft Creations. So what I've gone ahead and done is measured out these pieces and glued them onto that. And then for the bench, I've recently, I won this in a competition actually. I was very lucky to win a bundle of the new Textures collection by Lou Collins. And this is the Brush Strokes paper pack. It's really nice quality, thick paper. And there's a wood grain effect one on there. And I wanted my counter top and the front to be wood, so I measured out the front and the counter, and I'm just gluing those on with some Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. So I thought I'd show you that bit. Yeah, so I went for that. I want it to be really sort of classy looking and quite sort of muted tones, and nothing too bright, something quite sort of classy and sort of pastel type colours is sort of what I'm going for. So when sort of looking through my stash of cardstock and papers, I was really pleased to find this one. I also found the same one in some pinks. I'm not quite sure that where that's gone, but yeah, it was basically the same pattern but in a pale pink, but I decided to go for the blue. Now this should fit exactly on here because I measured it. And I think, yeah, I just think the shop would have a wooden countertop. So just make sure that's sort of fully adhered. But this Nuvo Deluxe Adhesive, if you watch any of my previous videos, you'll know I use this quite a bit. It's one of my go-to glues now, along with the Cosmic Shimmer. But the Nuvo Deluxe Adhesive has just got a slightly bit longer of a wiggle time window. So you can see that it's coming together. That's what it's going to look like. So this is going to flip up onto there, and this bit will go behind there. And I was wondering whether I needed to colour the sides in, the walls there, or maybe put some more wooden panels on. Okay, I'm going to have a bit more of a think about that, but that's where I'm up to so far. And so I've chosen the things that I want. I want this Haberdashery pick one there. I definitely want the sewing machine, and I want the handmade with love. So I'll put those in my stamp platform ready to stamp in a moment. So I'll turn the camera off and be back in a mo when I'm a bit more sure. See you in a mo. Hi friends, right, so I've made quite a bit of progress, and I cut this intricate little bit of lace from the die set. So I haven't stuck it on yet, but this is what it'll look like. I've put some red liner tape on these bits here where my thumbs are, and that's going to go there. And then obviously when you flip that up, it then folds flat. So I've just been making sure to check the mechanism as I go along, just to check that it works okay. This bit here, if you imagine it as a shop front, so that's like a little bit of like lace edging as a sort of tablecloth, and then I've cut out these two little decorative drawers for underneath there. I've cut out a stand and a mannequin, and this if you remember, I wasn't sure what to do with the paper, but I've used the pink version of the blue paper, and then I thought to sort of continue the theme on, I use that on there. So I cut that out of the paper and stuck it onto some cardstock, so that's going to go there. This big haberdashery sign takes up a large proportion of the back, but I can still get a shelf, oops, just underneath it here. So that's what I'm going to do there. What I thought was that I would put it here on this side. Yeah, that's what I thought I would do. I'll put it there, and then I've got this made with love sign there, and then I've cut out a few balls of wool. So I thought I could have like a little pile of balls of wool in some different colours around here. And then I've cut some scissors and things like that, which I will put on the top of the table. So that's the plan, guys. So I'm going to start sticking things to things. So hopefully this is all in shot. So I used a yellow Arteza watercolour brush pen to colour in the yellow on the Haberdashery sign, and I used because I originally stamped all the images using pigment ink in order to get a nice crisp result, and then I coloured this in a pink from the Arteza, but I didn't like the way that it looked, and I think I'm just so used to the smooth background that you get with alcohol markers that I just didn't like the way it looked. So I actually chucked that in the bin and re-stamped it in Memento Tuxedo black, so that I could colour it in using alcohol markers. And I used, I think it was PP2 baby pink, which I was much happier with. That's straight. And drawers to be straight, don't I? So there's a few different doors to choose from, but I thought these with the little heart in were really cute. And I think sticking to the white just sort of keeps it with that sort of classy, you know, it's the kind of shop that, like, you know, when I go on a little weekend trip somewhere with hubby to a little town, and we go mooching around the shops, it's the kind of shop that I'd love to go in. And or that if me and my mum went away for the weekend together, we'd go in this type of shop and have a mooch around. So it's really fun, actually. It's really fun making it. I've done another one here as well. Maybe just wondering whether, is the 3 balls enough, or shall I add another? That looks enough, doesn't it? I don't think I need to add another. I think that would be overkill. Okay. So I've used textured cardstock, but it has got an imprint like of the wall marks. So it might not pick up on camera that well, but in real life it does look nice, because I say the card that I've used is that Do Crafts Paper Mania, the one that's textured on one side and not on the other. It does look nice, and it looks like a ball of wool. This one was one that I'd coloured with a bit of I think that's Distress ink or Distress Oxide. So I just raided one of my little boxes of small scraps for the wool, for the bits of paper to use for the balls of wool. So that's good, because I've got to use up some of my scraps, which I've been, you know, if you've been watching my videos recently, you'll be like, yep, Terry, you've been saying you're going to use up your scraps. Now, because I've cut this from pink card, I need to colour these. Now, knitting needles can be any colour. So, what colour shall I do them? What colours have I got handy? It's gold. Metallic gold. Yeah, this is the first time I think that I've done like such a detailed, fussy type scene. My husband just texted me. He's on his break at work, and he's just said, oh, I bet you're in your craft room crafting. And I said, yeah, I'm working on this really intricate card for Mum for Mother's Day. Yeah, I've been here all morning. I've got to remember it's the Craft Stash Live at 12:30, which I watch every week. So I've got to keep an eye on the time, but I thought I could film a bit of this. Then we're going to Made with Love and the sewing machine, and then the haberdashery sign. Okay, so if I put the I'm going to put the haberdashery sign on and then put a shelf underneath and then do these like little scissors hanging from the shelf. It would have been easier to do that before I'd put this on, but so if you were doing that, that's something I would advise. Sorry if you hear my tummy rumbling. I'm getting quite peckish, to be honest. Yeah, so that can go under there. That is the way that it goes, isn't it? Let's just look on the packaging shelf. Yeah. Actually, like they've coloured that in a bit of a darker colour, just these bits under here. So I'll do that actually. Let's just grab alcohol markers in a dark brown. Just use this one that's dark brown, AB7. Just put that in the shadow there. I do like this textured paper though from Lou Collins's textures range. The brush strokes, it's really nice. It's all coming together now, guys. I mean, the possibilities are endless because there's so many elements in here. Like, it really is endless. You know, I mean, I've obviously chosen a sewing machine because it's for my mum and she's into sewing, and some balls of wool because I know she's into crochet as well. So I've sort of tailored this for her, but you know, you can just do whatever you want with it. You really can. So I could put that Made with Love at the top. This is just a shop that I would love to go into. I really like the way the paper that I've chosen for the wallpaper. I think it looks really nice. That I need to colour, so that is going to go on, going to be stuck on the back wall as well as if it were on top of the counter. So, see what I mean? I'm going to hang the scissors off there. I'm going to stick this on the back wall. So let's get some pens. No rhyme or reason as to why I'm choosing these colours. I'm just going with the flow. Nice grey blend. Grey for the pins. Be grey or gold, but let's go with grey this time. And then this is a pin cushion, so it could be any colour, but what colour shall I make it? Because it's going to be against that wall. So I want to make it pop. Purple. I'll use purple to pick up. Okay, so that's coloured in. My scissors I'm going to do in a yellowy colour. Gold, should I say. Yeah, there we go, that'll do. Gold. And again, I'm not sure if I'm going to use these little spools of cotton and stuff now, or the extra shelves, because I think it would just be overkill. But I think, you know, the scissors hanging off here will be cute. So I can take that off for a second. It's so tiny. I'm just not used to doing such finicky little projects, but it's really fun. I'm really quite surprised. I'm really enjoying myself. Just gonna try and not lose any of my little pieces. Sorry about that, guys. The postman came. Well, I can't complain too much because it's craft supplies. But anyway, so I've decided that I've cut out too many things. So I've cut out 2 little shelves and some little cotton reels and things which I don't need. But what I have just done is I have stuck down the and I checked this first to make sure that everything's in the right position. So if I put that right to the bottom, I made a pencil mark, and so that I knew that where to put that. And then I've put that there, and then I put that down, and I've put the little pins there, and I've stuck the scissors hanging from the little shelf under the haberdashery sign. So the last few steps are, once this is stuck on, I will stick on the mannequin. And what I've gone ahead and done is I've used red liner tape, so the really strong stuff, to make sure that this is adhered properly. Do you know what? I'm going to add some glue on here as well. A, for extra strength and security, and B, to give me a bit of wiggle time in case I need it. You know, just being careful not to go any further than these points here. Right, so this is the moment of truth. So I should line that up with the corner. And line that up with this corner. Showing you all angles. See, it's got tape on it, but it's also got the glue on, so it should be nice and sturdy. And then put that flap down, and it's like a proper countertop. Oh, that looks lovely. That looks so cute. And then I've just got to stick this on, and then see if it needs any sort of other finishing touches adding to it, really, or whether that's going to be enough. And I think what I'm going to do is put, I'll have to think about it, but whether to put like a small note card on the back here, you know, that lifts up. That's what I did with the last sort of card like this that I made for my mum. You know, just to keep the message private, but yeah, it's only going to be Happy Mother's Day, etc. So I'll try and get that centered up on there. I think that looks nice. I mean, I could stick some stuff on here. I guess, like I could put some wool on there. And some cotton reels. Maybe I should do that. Otherwise it's quite a blank space, isn't it? Yeah, I think I'll do that, guys. I'll stick those on there. And then I want to use that same purple that I used before, which I think was this one, wasn't it? Yeah. So we'll have a purple cotton reel. And a pale pinky one. I used PP2 before for the sign. It's just nice to use to help it tie in together, to use the same colours a few times. So yeah, I'm going to go for PP2. PP2. And then they can be stuck down. Yeah, because it does look a bit bare, doesn't it? Do you think? I mean, personally, you know, you'd sort of want it to be clear, but, you know, there's no person there. So, you know, maybe the person's just gone to make themselves a cup of tea and then they've been working on some knitting projects to display in the shop. And then there's going to be, you know, we can have some cotton here on display. Actually, I'll do it the other way around. Yeah, just like that. And then this one behind. And then I think we are done. Our classy little haberdashery shop is done. Right. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I think that looks really, really pretty. It's taken me all morning. Well, it's probably taken me about 3 hours, I would say. But you know, it's a special card. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a very simple note card just to glue to the back, so that to lift up the flap and the message be hidden underneath. But I'm really pleased with that. So let me know what you think in the comments below, guys, if you like it, if you would have done anything different, if you've got this die set as well, and let me know if you've made anything with it yet. Sadie's very new, but I just couldn't wait to play with it. So, yeah, there we go. Right, so goodbye from me. If you like this video, then please give it a like. That helps YouTube to know that people like my content and that it'll help my channel to grow. And just leave me any comments you want. It's always great to just have a chat with you in the comments. It's really nice. I really appreciate it when people leave me comments, and it's just nice having a chat with you. So take care, everybody. Keep safe, and see and speak to you again soon. Bye.